So to some extent, I have no idea. Good luck. What I mean by that is it's a huge change, right? And you can't, at least I have not yet found a way to avoid all of the pain of transformation, right? You don't change an existing management hierarchy to something like this without going through some challenge along the way. That said, we have found some things that might help minimize it some. And one for larger organizations is pilot it somewhere. Don't just try to, go over the whole organization all at once, all up front. That's hugely painful. Find a department, division, team, subsidiary, something, right, that has enough kind of insulation from the broader corporate system to say, we're going to do things differently on this team. And that's what Zappos did. They didn't start across 1,500 people. They started in a department about 100 people, and they piloted it there and built internal expertise, which helped them with their broader rollout. So they did that. That's one technique. Another is there's lots of ways to support it with the right support, coaching, training. Think of it like learning a new sport, right? You could try to learn a new sport or a complex game by reading the rule book and then jumping in with a bunch of people that have only read the rule book and trying to play, and that's going to be really awkward. Or you can get out on the field with people who have played before, right, and a coach, and not worry about the rules too much. You'll learn those as you play, right, and then get some on-the-field instruction, and that's going to be a much easier way to learn. So that's another piece of that. Finally, there are certainly a lot of things you can take out of this. There's a whole chapter in the book that's really just, if I can't do this whole thing, what can I pull out of it? What little techniques can I use in my team? So that can be really valuable. Although that said, if you can, better to do all of holacracy in part of the company than part of holacracy in all of the company. And what I mean by that is think of it like playing a game. You're not really playing soccer if you adopt one rule. And if you want to be a World Cup soccer player, right, you don't get there by mastering one rule at a time slowly. You get there by doing all the rules when you're 6 years old and being sloppy and messy at them. And you're playing 6-year-old soccer. And then eventually you're playing high school soccer and professional soccer and maybe someday World Cup. So better to adopt all of it in part of the company and accept it's going to be messy. It's going to be clunky and awkward and painful and slow at first. But as you get better and the rules fade to the background and you're now really playing, you're an athlete, everything transforms slowly. So.